Hello, welcome to the Furry, the Trap, and the Camgirl podcast. We're here with Chucky Api, and Meowish, and Alistar. Say hi, guys.
Hello!
Hello!
Welcome to the podcast!
Yeah.
We planned this perfectly, don't worry about it! Everything's working correctly!
This is so far from perfect, but oh my god.
It's perfect,
let's
because
just-
it's not perfect.
I can spell Chucky's name, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
worry about it.
Don't worry
Alistar
about
200, perfect.
Yeah,
spelling errors. 200 and whatever.
200 extras.
Oh god.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's great. It's great.
But
We got this.
so what is today's topic?
So I saw in the news the other week that in Belgium they were like totally banning the loot boxes because it's gambling. So I thought that might be a good topic to start on.
It is an
That's
interesting
good.
How we feel about that stuff.
Oh,
So
God.
It is the incarnation of
Let's do
Satan.
it.
Move on.
okay, good.
Oh god.
So how do you feel about EA games?
Alright.
Same. Okay, next.
Yeah, I
I'm going
did.
through topics.
Dude, we're going through these fast. We're speedrunning this.
Oh
Hell
wait, you
yeah.
gotta ask me hours too. Yep. No, but seriously.
Yeah, what is your opinion, Chucky? You brought
So
the topic.
well, in Belgium they have like pretty much anything that's random is
Oh.
gambling, so it's totally banned.
Oh.
Here in the Netherlands, which is where I'm from, it's only if you can resell the stuff that you got from the loot boxes. So you get random shit and you can resell it. Then it's called gambling, and then it's forbidden in the Netherlands. So there's like different levels of forbidden, I guess I should say, for the loot boxes, because it's still kind of a new topic in gaming and gambling for the government to react to.
Mm.
I see.
In my opinion, I think how it's in the Netherlands is good. That like as long as you don't get to resale it, so you get a random chance to make a lot of money or like no money, I think it's good.
So what are they actually reselling with the loot box? I'm confused. So they opening the loot box and then
So for example, you have I think the game they used as an example is FIFA. So you
Oh, the cards!
You get the player cards, and then you can
Oh.
resell the player cards again, or the coins, or I don't know how it's exactly, but
okay.
so you get random really good players, and then you can resell the players for other stuff in game or for even for cash.
So what's the problem with
For some
that?
games.
Isn't an economy a good thing in a game?
If it's only in game, I wouldn't mind too much. But if it's for real money, then it's like totally gambling and shit, because it's real money.
I guess.
I mean,
That's
I
what.
feel like this is not really a new thing. This has
No.
been around for
God,
so
yes.
long. I mean, I honestly remember playing games when I was a kid that were just like internet games, but you'd buy random stuff in there as well, which was just as well gambling for kids.
Yeah.
I even know kids that like stole their parents' credit cards and shit just to buy stuff in the games. So it's
Yeah, but could you resell the
It's
items
not.
that you got in the game?
Yeah, Diablo.
Yeah, in
Diablo is
some
very
of them,
famous
yeah.
for that. World of Warcraft has
Oh.
done
Yeah.
that for many years. Like Diablo 2. There was people
Yeah.
that straight up like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this item for like $50. Like, yeah, good, that's good
Yeah.
value. Like, what?
But was it legal or was it like black market kind of stuff?
It's never been legal,
I-
has it?
I don't know if
Because
if it's
there are games like I know CS:GO where you get weapon skins. You can just resell them on
The
Steam.
market? Yeah.
There's actually a market, so it's totally made legal. Instead of where if you do it like you have to, kind of do it the illegal way.
I guess.
I think that's the main difference, that it's legal now because of.
I don't
For
really
example,
understand
Steam.
why it should be illegal though. That's what I really don't understand. If you want to use real money to get something, and you can,
Yeah.
why is it illegal for let's say for like Blau. I was gonna say Blau.
Blau?
Blau of Warcraft.
New expansion for WoW with Blau.
Yes.
Well, like in that game, specifically Diablo 3, I think everyone remembered the debacle of the when they first came out. Like they had an auction where you straight up bought items from the game with real money. Like that was there from day one, because they wanted a piece of the market from Diablo 2. So like it's known, and they want to legalize it. I'm just not sure why. Like they want it official.
There's like a difference in like microtransaction where you can straight up buy items.
Yes, exactly.
Or like where it's gambling, where you buy something and get a box where you get random stuff from, so you don't know what you get, and then the stuff you can get, you can resell for real life money. That's like the main issue for government stuff, because it's gambling.
I mean, then it shouldn't be a problem in like Overwatch, because you can't really resell anything there.
No.
You just get the loot boxes.
Good. Yep. Yeah, Overwatch is like no issue.
There's a lot of issues with Overwatch.
Let's not go into
there's
those.
a lot of controversy. No, but with the loot boxes, like Overwatch is, which I don't really understand. Overwatch is one of the big names why they're pushing the ban for loot boxes.
Yeah, there's like different levels of loot boxes, I guess, and the big ban which is going on right now in countries is like if it's gambling or not. And some countries just say straight up, loot boxes. Fucking doesn't matter if you can resell it or not. A loot box is gambling. You get shit random for your money, so that's gambling.
It is technically gambling.
That's what Belgium's doing. So in Belgium they remove all the loot boxes for the game for that country. So that's pretty shitty for them, I guess.
Like what I don't understand, like you get so many loot boxes in Overwatch if you actually play. Like you don't have to pay.
I've never ever bought a loot box in the game.
Me neither.
And I've gotten I don't know how many. So it's not actually necessary to buy anything. I also got a comment here on my in my stream. Battlefront 2 is what cost it, not Overwatch.
Battlefront was the first that
that was the big one.
People complained when Overwatch came out. Like a lot of people complained, and then Battlefront just made it one step too far.
No,
but everyone stopped playing Battlefront, so it wasn't an issue. But Overwatch is still here, so people keep complaining.
You know what the story was with Battlefront? It was like everything is unlockable in game, but you just need to play for like 1 month straight to unlock one character.
And they did the math from the beginning. They've made everything easier to unlock and cheaper, so it's not as much of a problem. But
so it was definitely pay to win, kind of, because you unlocked characters with new abilities and stuff like that.
It was pay to get lucky.
Yeah, exactly. It's like pay to win. I hate that kind of game where it's pay to win.
Everyone does.
But that's the thing also with like the loot boxes in Overwatch. I feel like that doesn't actually give you any. It doesn't give you any edge or anything. It's only like looks for your character and. There's no change to the game. I've
seen like a minor changes to gameplay, like you have an extra feather on top of your head which sticks out behind only 1 or 2 boxes in the whole game, so you could be spotted sooner. But that's like super minor gameplay changes, so it's not pay to win at all. That's actually funny,
that's the weird.
But it's pure cosmetic, so it doesn't change anything.
No.
Like,
and I feel like if it's only cosmetic, why would it be a problem?
Exactly.
Because it's children and it's gambling. Like we are not the problem is we are not the demographic. Yeah, exactly. They use it for fucking everything. The children are in danger.
Oh my god.
It's the children that have the parents' credit cards, which is just like, click pay, click pay, click pay, and then the parents at the end of the month, minus $2,000 in microtransactions.
Yeah, being brainwashed.
Alistair, what did you do?
Not again, Alistair. Mother! Quiet!
You're buying Overwatch skins again?
I'm gonna just use that sound clip that I find hilarious because we did it from the last podcast.
No.
We can hear it, but
Yeah, we can hear it. So we're just like awkward silence.
we could.
While you were hearing a hell yeah.
God, we could make a bot for that. We could actually make a bot for that.
Yeah, I really want that too, so like people can write in the chat and make it just say hell yeah, because that is really so good. Hilarious.
That would be really good.
I mean, just listen to this. It is hilarious.
I can't hear it.
No, it is hell yeah. It's pretty good.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's just play it over and over.
We'll figure out the bot. We can do that.
Yeah.
So we all can hear it.
We need to have something that plays it over.
Soundboard bots.
Yeah, so we can all hear it. We should add more. Like when we get some weird stuff, we'll add more, and then the actual chat in our podcast can be more a part of the podcast and add stuff that happens, so can
make
hear
them
it.
buttons they can push for a hell.
Yeah, pretty much. Like make a button so they can just hell yeah.
They have to donate at least $20.
No.
Pay to win.
Pay to win.
Basically, to pay to win. We might as well. Pay to hell, yeah.
Microtransactions for this podcast.
It's banned in Germany, dudes.
Get your mom's credit card.
We're gonna get banned in Germany. No.
Not again.
Oh, nein.
Oh, come on. Why
Not
does this keep
again.
happening?
Entschuldigung, meine deutsche Freunde. I said sorry to
Excuse me?
German friends.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I'm not sure what was just said, but okay.
I said I'm sorry, my German friends.
Okay. Not sure if I believe you, but let's just go with that.
I'm down with that.
You can Google Translate it later.
I will not.
What country was it?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
Was it China with the loot boxes when they have to tell you what percentages it is to get everything?
Oh yes. China actually demands that the content from the loot boxes and the chances you get and all the things is being put public.
Yes, at least for Dota.
So
I don't know if there's any more games.
yeah, for Overwatch too. So they know it's like a 1 in 13 boxes
nice.
chance you get a legendary, or you should get a legendary.
What?
Yeah, because then it's still gambling, but at least you know the odds. Which is a thing in Sweden. If you look at the back of like lottery tickets and stuff, it actually tells you what the odds are.
Oh yeah.
So basically zero.
I actually have like a personal experience of this as well, because at my job we have these scanners that you can use. Well, at my old job, we had when you go shopping in the grocery store, you have these scanners you can use nowadays.
Beep.
Yeah. To scan your food yourself, so you don't have to go to a checkout and
self checkout.
So we had two scanners. We had one that we painted golden and one that we painted silver. With these scanners, if you were lucky and you got them, the silver one would give you 5% off your entire purchase, and the golden one would give you 10% off.
Oh.
All this, to make people buy more stuff. Basically that's what the store was like. Hell yeah, they'll just buy more shit, do their super big buy now for whatever.
Okay.
We got to have that for about a month, and then it was shut down.
I was just gonna say, I've never heard about that.
This is gambling. You can't have this. Not okay. And we were like,
is it gambling?
Okay. It's gambling?
Is
really?
it
though? Apparently, according to it's random. But apparently they said it was gambling. Svenska Spel said, nope, you cannot do that. And they were like, take it away. So we had to stand there with alcohol and rub the stupid paint off of two of the scanners. Which took forever, by the way. It sucked.
Yeah.
I
understand in a way, but like, sure, it's not. It's not predetermined.
It seems so stupid.
It seems very silly.
So
That's pretty
stupid.
dramatic. Oh.
Yeah,
I think it's just a fun PR thing, but
Yeah, it was literally just a fun PR thing. And then, yeah, nope, they went in there and was like, nope, you cannot do this. This is not okay. You're not allowed to do this. Blah, and then just remove.
Guess not.
I mean,
And
it's
a
not
lot
like
of people, that came shopping all the time, they were like, hey, what happened to the golden and the silver scanner? I haven't seen them for a while. And we were like, yeah, nope, apparently not. And they were like, what? That's ridiculous. It was just a fun thing. I mean,
it's gambling.
nope, apparently it's gambling, yep.
I mean,
I'm not sure how this is gambling at all, but
it's not like you're
whatever.
losing money. It's like you might get a discount on the stuff you were already planning to buy anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's like seriously just a discount on what you were planning to buy, and if you choose to buy something else to get more of a discount, that is your choice. You don't have to do anything different. You don't even have to actually tell us that you got that, because you'd have to go to one of the registers if you got one of those scanners, so we'd have to manually put in that you get the discount as well. So I mean, some people would be like, I can't even bother with this, and they just use it as a regular scanner and then just leave the store, buy as normal. So the whole thing is just completely ridiculous, but
interesting.
It was
like I'm gonna be real honest. To me, like the discounts that randomly happens every week at a store, dude, those feel more random to me, because I have no clue which are on the sale right now and not. So it's going like, oh, this costs less than I thought it would. Oh, I got some extra money.
Well,
it feels more fucking random.
On my store that I regularly buy my grocery, I do kind of see like a sort of repeating process every 2 months. Like some items, like after 2 months are on sale again. Like
like toilet paper or something like that. They have that on sale every that many weeks, and they have
exactly
like those kind of items that you'd have to buy in bulk every once in a while. They have like a repeat. So if you get into that groove, you kind of can continue buying them on a sale every time,
Really?
Yep, buy smart. Wait for sale.
Yeah.
Don't wipe your ass till you got the sale.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't go to the bathroom for a while, or only do it in public places and stuff.
It's natural, dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Poop at work.
Yeah, poop at work. Yeah, always poop at work. They pay for you.
Exactly.
Best way of earning money.
I read the Reddit post about that. It's like, I haven't gone to the bathroom at home for 10 years. I'm like, what? What? What do you do in a weekend? I just hold it. I'm like, what?
Dedication.
I ain't pooping at home. Cost money. What do you mean?
I didn't poop at home. I'm on poop at work.
And the visitors come over like, hey, where's the toilet paper? I don't need toilet paper.
I don't freaking use toilet paper. What's wrong with you?
Weakling walks away.
What's that for?
Oh my god.
Is it for your huge vagina that's leaking all over my house? Like, what?
What?
We're going kind of off topic, I guess.
What just happened now?
Now, about dragon dildos, where were we?
Oh, yeah.
Where were we?
Dragon dildos.
What?
Which is...
What do you want to share about that?
What did you want to share about that?
I have a collection. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Why did you bring that up?
Jeebus. We don't need to see the collection. It's okay. We're just fine without it.
Just
do it. Yeah, you can just do it. Check keyword. But yeah, like look. Okay, personally, the way Overwatch is handling him, I feel is perfect. I've heard a lot of bad feelings about it, and it's mostly as people complaining that they're not getting enough stuff. Like it's just childish bickering to me.
I need more legendaries.
That is exactly what that's the voice I hear. And I'm sure you don't get everything at once, but like you kind of play the game to find cool stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. That's how Dota 2 was when it came out. You got about the same rate as in Overwatch. Like you got like an item maybe every 6 or 7 matches. Like you got something at least.
That's good.
In Dota 2 nowadays, you get 1 item per 100 games.
Oh.
That is, you do not get shit if you don't pay.
And games last forever in that game.
Exactly. Like either if you buy one of the chests, which it's a fucking loot box now. You first have to get a chest, then you need a key, and then you can they have a seasonal thing, like the tournaments and stuff that you can buy a pass and you get items.
Oh.
But it costs $20, and then you get a chance to get items, and if you want to get more items, you have to put in more money, and it's just it's not even close to Overwatch. It's so much more of an investment and gambling, I would say.
Yeah.
Because you don't get anything for it, and then you can, like you said before, Chucky, you can put it on the market. But I don't see that as a problem, though. That's what's most infuriating to me. The market is great. It gives the player base and the players an option. If you get a very popular item, you can just fucking sell it.
Yeah,
you're rich.
There's no loss for the... Yeah, right? Dude,
No, wait. A friend of mine, he got the pre-order for PUBG.
Okay.
PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
And he got a trench coat for the pre-order.
Yeah,
and some other items.
yeah.
And a few years later, he was looking at how much the trench coat was worth, and it was like 500 euros or something.
Yup. It's worth a lot.
Because
you couldn't get it anymore.
Yeah, it's only pre-order or beta thing or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was very limited.
Yeah, and I feel that's a fun way to do it. You give value to a game.
If you actually got kept your stuff, and then it's like
exactly
marketing.
Yeah, and that's what Warframe doesn't have loot boxes, but now I'm just talking about an economy. Warframe has things that it's basically timed exclusivity. There's a very few things that just has never come back, and those are worth actually $500.
Oh,
but the thing, but it's not something you care about. It's straight up it's a skin for a weapon no one uses.
No.
Who the fuck gives a shit?
That's why it's so expensive.
Yeah, exactly. It's so niche and no one wants it. But it's only 10 of them. It's
yeah, exactly.
I want the collection.
I want it because there is. Okay, that is all that matters.
I want 100% unlocked.
Yeah, I have all the items, and then they add a new one. I don't have them.
Goes back to farming.
Right, exactly. Go back into my cave. Dang it.
So, but how do you feel about just general paying for new stuff like DLC, like microtransactions, skins, weapons? You have cosmetics, but you also have maybe buy a new weapon for a shooter or a new frame for Warframe, for example.
We gotta
where you can
separate
just
this.
Straight up buy it.
We gotta separate this because there's very different value options you're giving here. Because there's we can start with the big ones first, like the fucking expansion packs for some games, especially for Warcraft 3. The expansion pack was basically a whole new game. That's always amazing.
Oh, if
value.
you get the
Frozen Throne,
where the dragon totally different the lands, all the starting zones were different too.
Oh, you talk about World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft.
I mean, talk about Warcraft 3.
Okay.
Because I can talk about World of Warcraft because I never played it. But yeah, for places like Blizzard, the expansion packs have been pretty fucking good. Same with StarCraft 2. They've always been amazing value. They've brought a lot of change.
A shitload of new stuff.
Right.
Whole new zones, whole new quest lines.
Yeah, and that is so worth it. But that isn't always the case.
But if you got a good base game and they add more good stuff to the game. But nowadays you see with a lot of
there's so-called season passes.
Pretty much all games, there's a half-finished game that needs 20 patches at the start, and then they get 2 weeks later, here's the first DLC.
And then after the DLC, there's
be an original game, but we're gonna make you pay for it more.
Buy the season pass, and then you get the next for free.
Yeah, exactly. I feel that is kind of scummy, especially if you definitely feel like it should be in the base game.
It's a really hard.
That's my biggest problem with every game that comes out nowadays. It's you start out with You start out with this tiny bit of game,
Portion,
and then you have to
yeah.
pay. You have to pay for every next thing that shows up in this game, and I'm just like, what happened to just buying the full game?
Yeah, and actually be playable at start, not
I
needing
don't
a shitload of
understand
patches.
what is wrong with just buying the full game and then just being able to play all of the game right away. And then I get it if like way later they decide, this game actually turned out pretty good. We could just expand on this game. Like later on, but you release like a full game that is playable for a good couple of hours at least, just something actually playable right away, not just here you go, have our demo first, and then maybe we'll give you some more, but you gotta pay for every single bit of it. Have fun. It's just,
that giveaway for that is pretty much when the first DLC is within the first 2 months of release. That's like, yeah, we actually had this pretty much finished, but we still wanted to charge you extra for it.
Yeah,
because we know you gotta buy it to enjoy the base game.
Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks when that happens. And like we do not know how development works, right? Like none of us has ever been involved in game development that I know of.
No.
So like it can just be like a switch in how the economy and economics work with gaming. Maybe they can't afford spending like 2 years on a game. But I don't know. It's just speculations.
There are still games that just do it the old-fashioned way.
Oh god, yes.
Red Dead Redemption 2 was pretty much finished.
It is also one of the biggest game developers.
Rockstar is pretty on point.
Yeah, they can afford it. They can.
Yeah.
They can work like 5 years on a game and then finish a high-quality AAA game that's actually good.
And it becomes the best game ever made.
At release. Yup, and it's Game of the Year instantly. Borderlands is also one of those games that's pretty darn good at start. And the DLC is also top-notch. But I don't feel like DLC left something out of the base game, so...
I feel... because we have a lot of like early access now on Steam, for example.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I think a big reason why that trend became so popular. This might not be the first one, but I can't really think of one. Is the mega hit of Minecraft, because that was released completely like it was nothing. Like you could build blocks and there was creepers.
Yeah,
that was about it. Like,
but Minecraft. Once you bought it, you didn't have to pay anything.
That is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true. The business model was different.
I bought it at release and it was like 10 euros. I can still play to this day.
That is true.
Only those 10 euros I spent. It's like super value.
Exactly. So that's one thing I don't really mind. Like if you want to continue working on a game, that's fine. But at least don't make me have to pay for every little thing that you. I mean, if you wanna release your game and then continuously work on it, that's fine. That's no problem. But then the whole thing of like having to pay for everything you do then is just ridiculous.
I think
maybe you can have. I don't know, like an open thing. Like, okay, so we kind of want to do a bigger thing for this game. But we need to get enough money to be able to do this. Okay, so if enough people want this thing, they could donate money for it.
That's basically the early access thing that's going on right now.
It is the best way to earn money.
Alpha beta stage, like, we have this planned for the game, we have this already done, we have this idea to go for, but we need extra money. So if you buy the alpha, we already get your money for the game, and we can spend more on the game itself to make it perfect how we want it to be.
Yeah.
Like
that's how an alpha should work, basically.
Like it's a good way to not put yourself at risk, because you're basically just taking money for an unfinished product, and you can like test the waters, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's usually to the detriment of the consumer almost every time.
There are a lot of not so great developers that actually just took the money and then were like, we're not gonna update this game anymore, and they took the money and scrambled.
Oh, you thought the alpha test was horrible there, Sen? He
For what
wrote in
game?
my chat, alpha test in Minecraft was horrible until beta came.
Yeah.
I
wasn't
didn't
great.
actually play alpha
wasn't
test,
great.
no.
I got it that release, so I don't know about the alpha or the beta.
Like, it is an alpha and a beta. It's kind of supposed to be garbage.
Yeah, I feel like that as well. It's like when you're doing the test once, you gotta just
Yeah, accept it.
assume it's gonna
Alpha-
be crap and just
Alpha is like pretty much you have the
art.
raw
Yeah.
gameplay done. The art is not yet really finished. There's still a lot
Stick
of rough
figures.
edges around gameplay,
Yeah,
so
pretty
it's
much
far
just-
from finished. If you got beta, you got a lot further, and you got pretty much got sort of bug fixing and stuff like that.
Yeah, the alpha is like the ideas are there and they just want to sort of see how it works.
Yeah,
They want
it's like
testers.
your early prototype.
Yeah.
Oh god,
And the
Daisy.
beta is like your almost finished prototype Mark 20 or something.
Pretty much.
That's very true.
No, don't come here.
Uh,
Go away.
It's a fucking mess, dude.
I have a picture that's just one of the funniest things I have ever seen, and I keep going back to it because it is just one of the funniest things. I just laugh at it every time.
Good.
God, this is
Good.
a
Like
podcast.
somebody
Yeah.
posted a tweet like, okay,
Can you describe the picture to us?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna read it because it's actually it's a tweet, so I'm just screenshotting
Okay.
it basically.
Sure.
So it's a person writing a tweet then. So it's like, Bethesda, see those mountains? You can go there. Blizzard, see those mountains? Kill 6. BioWare, see those mountains? You can fuck them. And then you got EA, see those mountains? Gamer's like, no. So EA's like, no, you have to pay for it.
Yo.
Just to even see them.
No, it's just a paywall.
And it's
Literally a
just like-
paywall.
I don't know, it's just so
I've
funny to me.
I've seen
Because
that.
it's
I've
just
seen
so
that.
accurate.
It is actually accurate.
Big
Holy
Yankees,
shit.
dude.
It's just so much because like it started out, it's like, oh, Bethesda's like, yeah, you can go there. Blizzard's like, you gotta kill 6 of them, and then BioWare's like, you can fuck them.
Yep.
Yeah, Bethesda, I love it. Like, oh, you see these mountains? Yep. You just have to walk for 6 hours straight, but
Yeah,
you can get there.
I mean, you can get there. Just keep pressing W,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess.
keep pressing
Yeah,
W.
and you can
exactly.
climb them with your horse perfectly. Your
Yeah.
horse doesn't
Oh,
give
yeah,
a shit.
Jump all over them if you want.
You can't climb them your own, but the horse
Mountain
can.
goat horse.
Yeah, sure. just try it out, man. Just try it out. See what you can do.
So stupid.
That's so
that's-
true.
But it's just so funny to me. Every time I read it, I just start laughing because it's so accurate to me. I'm just like, oh my god. I just felt it was pretty relevant to what we were talking about. Okay, you can carry on now.
Ow. Face.
It is very interesting.
So,
I'm gonna do the sound clip because that was funny.
yeah, it was fun.
That was a good laugh.
Oh my god.
Is it memeable?
Is it memeable? Hell yeah.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
We all three does say hell yeah.
I was just using that button. Okay,
Do it.
I'm playing it over and over
Oh,
again.
perfect, yeah.
It's gonna be in my
Oh.
stream, but I don't know which stream we're gonna
And it's
use
like
to upload
super
it.
loud as well because you haven't audio mixed it correctly. So like everyone who's
Yeah,
using
yeah.
headphones like it's too loud.
I don't think
platform
it's that
user.
loud. I don't think it's that
Really
loud.
funny. Literally
So,
unlistenable because it's so loud.
I think it's about the same as you guys when
Oh,
you're
perfect.
talking, so it
Perfect.
should be fine. But I don't know.
Oh.
So
Okay.
there's this other game which is, I guess, also with DLC, but I feel like they've done it pretty shitty.
Oh, which one?
Which is Destiny 2,
Oh.
which now is, I think, free to play. It used to be paid to play the game, but now they said, well, the base game's free,
Free to pay, yeah.
free to play, and the DLCs are paid. But there's like one problem: you have power levels in the game, and if you have the base game, you have like, I don't know, 200 power level or something. But with all the expansions, you get like 300-400 power level. So it's basically pay to win if you want to be stronger. So I feel that's a bad implication from the DLC.
Yeah, that's like walking the line there with how you want to build a game. I feel like because it is a bit pay to win when you do that kind of thing. That it's like, okay, you can get there by yourself, but it's gonna take you a long while and it's gonna be a long grind. But if you just pay this, then you get all of this stuff already. You know?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's like, also, what's the point of the game then?
They have like a few end game missions that are then free to play without DLC.
Yeah.
But they like the big raids and stuff like that are
You have
still
to pay to do.
you still have to pay, get the DLCs to unlock them. So that's
So it's basically a demo then.
It's like a demo, but you gotta pay to get more parts of the game. But that's kind
Makes sense. It is. Then it's just a demo. We had demo for a while.
Most of the game pretty much for free, but yeah, just the DLCs, which is
If they just called it a demo, then I don't think anyone would have a problem with it.
But they can't call it a demo because it used to be paid for the game. So
it's now a free demo.
Yeah, I don't know. That just seems. That's my problem with the free-to-play games as well, as like when you have these things where you have to. Well, you don't have to, but to actually make it into a feasible game, you kind of have to get the DLCs and stuff.
Yeah, if you want all the end game stuff, all the loot, you have to pay.
It's usually
all the fun stuff you have to pay. And then I'm like, why don't you just make the game with the fun stuff and then just actually put a price on that? There you go. Buy the game, play it, have fun.
What was the game like?
That's the good old days.
Did anyone play like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games?
Oh, like the really old ones on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah. You had like the super like silly skins. You had like a Darth Maul you can unlock. You can unlock Spider-Man. He had special moves and stuff.
And you had to unlock them in the game by just finishing the story modes and getting high scores and shit.
It was awesome. They made a new one of those games. And instead of unlocking those skins, you had to pay for them.
Oh,
and it's that's what it's staring into. And I'm not sure if it's
like ruining it completely.
The game, like it feels less like they want to ruin it on purpose, and it's more like the game industry is too expensive to not have it like that.
Oh wow.
Like
it might just be that actually that it's the gaming world that has gotten too expensive to make those kind of games anymore, and it's just really sad.
Your mic is very static. Yeah.
Oh
that is pain.
Oh, rip headphone users.
Yeah, that was really pain. You probably have to cut that. Yikers. Oh yeah, that was so good. I missed that game. I really missed that game.
Oh,
Is it better now?
It is, thank you.
I'm very sorry.
What's up?
That was happening.
No, it just happened last second. Why does it happen?
I have no idea.
Okay, good. That's your worst response.
I have absolutely no idea. It might be like a glitch in the
probably the cable. Yeah.
Cable or something. Probably. No, yeah, of course. It's the Matrix. Always.
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
Finland is trying to come back!
You saw the always 2 times at the same time.
It's one of the cats, you know. They're just just playing with the cord. Yep. Don't worry about it.
I like.
Deja vu.
It's static from young cat coming too close to the flat Earth, you know. That's
yep. This gets closer.
We talked about it.
If anyone is wondering what the hell we're talking about, go to our first podcast.
Exactly.
And you'll understand. You will understand everything. So much knowledge about the Earth was dropped. Yeah.
We are excellent as doing a self product placement.
Well, I mean, what else?
Who else is gonna do it, right? I'm with you.
I ain't gonna go over everything we just went over.
Hell no. Fuck
again.
That.
We did that for an hour.
Right.
We don't have that kind of time right now. We have about 15 minutes left here.
Do we want to talk a bit more, or do we want to go into fixing this?
First.
Fixing?
We are fixing DLCs, aren't we?
No way.
How can we fix DLCs and paid content to make the world a better place?
There are companies that are doing it right. It's just get your base game straight. Just don't release half a base game.
Yeah, don't release half a game. Just release a full playable game that has everything you'd actually want from the game to start with, and then if you want to do DLCs after that, it is just like adding to an already finished game. That's what you want. I mean, that's kind of what I think anyway.
A good way to think about it is like, okay, if I would buy the game in 2 years without DLCs, would it be good or would it be bad?
Yeah.
If it's good, then you had a great base game, and all the expansions were just add-ons that add more to the game but don't take away from the base game.
Exactly.
From the experience.
Yeah, sounds good.
I think that's the way to do it, because DLCs aren't bad in itself.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's really the point as well. Like, DLCs aren't bad. It's just when you do it in a way that you have to get the DLCs to actually get a full game, that's when it's bad.
Yes.
But I mean, honestly, anyone in any of the streams that have an input on this, do you guys feel different about this? Do you feel like
everything we have for free?
New way? Like, you want to have everything for free and then just pay to win? I don't know. Maybe people prefer it like this. I don't, but
free to play is the most successful market by far. Like, it's not even close.
Actually, the market, the free to play and then pay for with microtransactions for, usually it's only cosmetics, but sometimes it's also pay to win. Is at this time the way to go. I think pay to win is shit. Pay for cosmetics, pay to look cool is good.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care about the cosmetic part.
If you want to pay $10 to look like a Christmas tree, go ahead.
Okay.
The only thing that we just talked about, like, I agree with you all about this, and then we go back to like the new Tony Hawk game when they made the skins payable instead, and like
you're right.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of the thing. Are they actually adding something, or are they keeping it behind a paywall? That is, I agree with you about that.
Yeah, that's actually a good one, because it's not like they add new stuff or a few cool skins. It's like, and we always have this stuff in the game, but now we put it behind a paywall, and then it kind of feels like cheaty. Like,
day one.
We just want more money. Yeah, they just want more money. But it feels really greedy.
Yeah, I have a comment here also on mine. It says kill pay to win, and yeah.
I think everyone agrees with that.
I think that's like the general consensus. Is like
dude,
pay to win. But
I'll devil advocate this. Dude, I will devil advocate this shit. Dude, we need pay to win. Dude, how else can I compete with the pro players? I don't have time. I work every day. I can put in my money and we can compete fairly. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, that's a good point, because my heart, actually is what my first thought was. But if you actually think about it, and then what you just said makes absolutely a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does actually make a lot of sense.
So people can play with their friends on the same level just by buying the good sword or the good skin or the good I don't know what the fuck.
I mean,
so
be
you can
able to
up with
keep
your
up.
friends.
Yeah.
A level boost,
that is the one reason I can see for it actually being a good thing.
That's
to actually be able to play with your friends, even though you may have a full-time job and they don't, and they can play a bunch when you have to work.
Yeah.
So I mean that is a one logical reason to have it, but I feel like that's not the reason that they were thinking of when they made it. They were just thinking, "Fuck yeah, monies."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
good thing. Yes.
And usually the only thing you see is like noobs in noob gear level 1 with the most awesome sword in the game.
Yeah, and it's like, wait, what?
A version of that.
The Japanese Korean games.
With a legendary sword.
Yeah.
That was fun.
A level 1 with a legendary cape, plate mail armor or something like that. Like, dude, you need to level first. No, man, I got this, fam.
Okay. That will take a lot from the game itself. What do you mean, Neko?
Oh yeah, I agree on
What
that.
is what is
What is he saying?
what is your input? Please elaborate.
What is he saying? It's still a podcast. You gotta read it out loud.
Okay. No, I just read. That will take a lot from the game itself. Is what.
What will
I
take?
think I know what he or she means. It's like the game is there to have fun. So if you just buy the legendary weapon that would otherwise take you, I don't know, hours, weeks, months to grind, that takes away all the fun from the game itself. So the fun to grind and get the best weapon all by yourself or with your friends.
Enjoyment is subjective, though.
It takes the joy of actually getting the best stuff is gone when you can just as well pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you're not after that. Like that's the problem is the word fun is kind of meaningless because it is straight up subjective. It means nothing and it means everything.
Cheating.
Yeah,
basically, it's kind of cheating.
It is. It is. But that's like exactly what you're saying there, Alistar. Is like, okay, what you think is fun is subjective. It's what you want to do with the game.
Exactly.
If you want to do the game and the grind and the stuff, then you do that and you have fun in that. If you want to just be able to play with your friends and your friends are able to play more and they just leave you behind, then the game stops being fun. You can't play with your friends. And then, I mean, this is a positive thing that you could just get better things and continue playing with your friends because that's how you make the game fun for you.
Yeah.
So
it's up to you.
like it's
your money.
It's your money. It's your way of playing the game, I guess. But now we're just trying to argue for both sides, I guess, and that is the whole point of it. But I'm like,
we're here to solve this,
and they're both right.
We're here to solve this. Yeah, there's no wrong.
There's no wrong really, but
I wouldn't pay for it, but you're allowed.
I wouldn't pay for it either, but I guess if that is the only purpose you have with the game is to play with your friends, and your friends are total grinders, and they just
want to have the shiny,
leave you in the dust, then I guess.
I have one more thing to add to this. I think there's also a big difference between PvE and PvP on pay to win.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, yes. Oh god, yes.
PvE is a pretty much player versus environment. It's pretty much a no-brainer for like, whatever you can do with your money. You're alone in the game anyway, or you're only gonna kill dragons. And,
you're only gonna play with your friends against other things that
non-playable
are actually
characters or
exactly.
Or dragons or whatever.
The example I've heard that's from real life is they bought games for World of Warcraft, so they could raid and do dungeons with their friends.
Yeah.
Oh, they bought accounts.
No, weapons.
Oh, what?
Weapons.
Oh, weapons.
That was so long ago that you could trade like dungeon gear stuff.
Okay, let me just read the comments here. I grind to get better gear. If they pay for minor gear but still playable, then okay. Yeah, I think that's. I mean.
Oh shit.
If you just pay for the gear that makes the game playable with your friends, which enough to enter the dungeon, or if you make it pay for the most legendary epic sword there is in the game, or gear, or whatever. I think that's also a difference.
Yeah, but as well as you said there, like if it's a game where all you do is play yourself or with your friends against non-playable characters, I feel like the whole pay to win thing is just a personal choice. It's like whatever you want to do.
It's like you want to cheat on your single player game or don't.
Like the fucking old
nobody cares whatever you do in your
Warcraft 3 cheat.
Nobody cares.
The only but then it's coming here we used to have those cheat codes for every game. But they don't exist anymore. Now you have to pay for cheat codes, and that just feels weird.
It is weird.
But now we get to the PvP part.
I'm wondering what you guys are thinking with the PvP parts. I want to see, like...
Oh god. Do you have an example?
You had an opinion there, so I want to hear it.
I have many about this. Do you guys want to go first?
Well, you have World of Warcraft, which is pretty much when you start with the swords, like you had PvP modes in the game.
Yeah. But
I don't know, just like a guy who is new to the game and also instantly has the most epic loot and basically uses that to get to the number 1 on the ladder. I don't know. I don't think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, no,
I don't think that works.
For the ladder's sake, but for him, it's like who maybe only has like 5 hours a month to play or like 1 hour a week or something. It's like I can see why it's in there, but I still don't feel right about it.
Yeah, I feel like if it's a PvP game, having the option to just buy all the greatest stuff to make your character pretty much invincible is really just killing the game. Because, I mean, honestly, you could have a person that's been playing the game for so long, and sure, they would probably be better at the game.
Oh god, they will.
But still, like, if you don't have the same like funds to put into the game and buy the best stuff, then you're still gonna lose to the guy that just paid.
Yeah, I think it would.
That's like, what's the point then?
I think it would feel like another guy is cheating in your single player game. That's technically how it would feel like.
Yeah.
So the example we used were World of Warcraft. Has anyone of us actually played PvP World of Warcraft?
I didn't like.
Okay, so that's a bad example. I have one that's actually like I experienced, and that was a Korean game, I think it is, called Rakion.
Don't know it.
Which is it was a really fun, basically brawler, 3-dimensional brawler. It's very similar to Warframe, but you haven't really played Warframe. Just imagine. You can jump around like a platformer. You have a weapon. You have swords. You have magic. It's a fantasy universe, and you could straight up, like every level have tiers. So like level 1, you had 1 tier, but there was always a free tier, and then there was a level 1 pay tier. So if you paid, you had more stats, more damage. Every level tier. It was so pay to win. It was disgusting. But it was at least
played that game.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so they had the items was at least like level tiered, so you couldn't like get a weapon that would one shot you, but it was still pay to win as fuck, and the developers were actually the worst in the universe. So they removed the level cap on the minions, because you could also have minions, which could all stem from like a boar to actually a dragon. Like one of those like fucking gigantic Skyrim dragons, and they weren't level capped, so they could one shot the whole map. You're like, this isn't even cheating.
That's like cheating. Holy shit,
dude!
Well done,
dude. And then they added like people started hacking the game too. As like this is actually unplayable, both from a legal point of view and a hacking point of view.
Like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just really ruin it.
Like, but it was so fun. That was the worst part. Like, the first half year was so good, and then they just fucked it.
Then they just ruined it. They got the bad person sitting in the CEO chair, and he was like, "Monies."
Oh, they pay more if
something.
It's stronger.
Yes.
It's just no.
And he was just like, "Make it stronger. Make it stronger."
It's not enough!
More!
It was so good.
Oof.
Sounds like World of Warcraft, where you get every new expansion pack, you get like 5 more levels or something.
Yeah. And all your gear is garbage. But that's not really paid. It's
every
just...
update you gear
that's kind of how it works, though. He has to do it like that.
That's the only way to keep the game cool after like, I don't know, 10 years?
Keep people playing.
15 years? I don't know. How long has the game been there?
15, more than 15. A friend got a statue. Or he didn't get a statue, he was sad. He had like 1 month he wasn't subscribed for. So he's been subscribed like 14 years and 11 months!
No!
He was so salty!
Oh, that's
so yikes, dude. And it's a really ugly statue.
Press F for respect. Press F for respect.
F for respect, dude.
Oh, big Kappa F.
That was fucking fun. That was so fun. Yeah, I felt for him.
Wow.
That's harsh. That is so harsh.
It is very harsh. And that's life.
Yep, that's like.
That is
That's
fucking
life.
life, dude. His credit card failed. Never
Life's a
mind.
bitch and then you die, I guess. Wait,
Yup.
what?
Credit card.
You're not wrong, are you?
I mean,
Okay, so our solutions right now is don't be a shitty developer. Make a base game that's worth the money. Don't hide content from us. Our solutions are pretty much
Exactly.
don't be a scumbag.
Hide our content. Come on now. Don't be a dick. Come on.
Don't
Yeah,
remove
basically,
our
don't be a
boxes.
douche.
Pretty simple tactics. Can the world live up to our ideas?
Some developers can, but most don't.
From time to time, at least. Yeah.
By the way, I've been successfully not playing EA games for like 7 years, I think.
Oh.
8 years.
I played an EA
Never-
Gear
never felt sorry for it.
last Sunday.
I think the last game was one of the Dragon Age games,
Oh, really?
which
Interesting.
were actually good. Games that were good back then, EA.
The first game was popular, at least.
I like the other ones too.
Well,
But they were less fun, but they were still fun.
they were okay. They are games. They're games you can play.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
good. I respect your
Exactly.
opinion.
I can't.
That is your opinion.
It
and I
is
like it, but I
content
respect
for your
opinion.
money.
It's like fuck you.
Yeah, I
respect
don't want to
fuck
take this
you.
fight right now.
Dude, fuck you, but I respect it. I'll just say that for the podcast. I'm gonna beat you up later. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your home address and the social security number? I'm just kidding.
Excuse me, but
Outside.
I'm going to send you a bag of poo. So could you give me address, please?
Alistair, 5 minutes in front of the 11 months statue of the 11 years.
I'll send you a glitter box, by the way. It will arrive tomorrow.
Okay, I got another comment here from Hippo. DLC don't even need to be paid. Shovel Knight is the perfect example. I don't know what game that is.
Not even. That's okay. So Shovel Knight is. It is a Kickstarter game. One of the most. Well, it's not one of the most successful one, but it's very successful, and it doesn't really compare. Because basically we paid money. Before it was made.
No, I don't.
And they
know
reached
that.
they reached
I
such
don't know much.
they reached such a high like tier level that the game came out like is it 2 years ago by now? And they're still like working on it.
Why do you hate me?
They're not working very fast on it.
Unable to join.
It's been out for 5 years.
Oh my god!
It's still being worked on. They're not working fast, but like
I got.
it's a really good content. It's an amazing game. like
Okay,
2D.
well,
Is it-
they give you like 3 other games for free in it.
Cold orbit.
Wait,
Yes,
I did not
basically.
know.
Basically, yeah. You get when they make so they had a poll where you could like the game is called Shovel Knight. So the first like when you first start playing it, you play a Shovel Knight. But
Okay.
as you finish his story, you get like has anyone played Mega Man?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it's basically Mega Man based. You're going in a 2D dimensional space, going through
Okay, yeah.
dangers, smaller enemies, and you get to the boss fight. But imagine, after you have beaten all the bosses, that instead of the game ending, you get to choose to play one of the bosses. And you get to see everything from their point of view. So you go through a Shovel Knight, who is the hero, who will save the world. And then you go through, like, what's his name? Plague Knight? Because they're all knights. And he's basically a skeletal knight. And then you get to see the world from his point of view, from meeting Shovel Knight and being forced and corrupted and why he become evil.
Okay.
Oh.
Really interesting. It is, yeah, it's basically every expansion is a whole new game. With whole new
Okay.
mechanics, but the boss fights are kind of the same, but usually upgraded, and they do like a remix on the levels, and yeah. It's really, really good. It's incredible value.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
And yeah, all the main characters that you can play after you finish the game was voted on by the community.
Well, that's actually really cool.
Yes, but it's not. it's the one that sticks out. It's not the norm.
Overlooked.
Okay. So I mean, it's more one of a kind, not even
it's Kickstarted
really
already.
not really DLC at all.
No.
What do you mean?
Because it isn't Kickstarter. It isn't DLC because you paid for the full game and then they keep giving you stuff.
So basically updates.
So it's like updates.
What we talked about and we dreamed about.
Yeah, it's what we dream about. No, but it's like Minecraft then, because you buy the game once and then they just do updates.
Just keep going.
You actually pay for it.
Yeah. It's high quality.
It's also a different kind of doing a game when you do it with a Kickstarter. I feel like, then you open up opportunity for a different kind of game when you do it like that. So
Kickstarter is scary.
And they also have like Kickstarter where they ask all the people for what do you expect from the game and where do you want to be?
Like what do you want it to be?
Yes, and that's when the scary part is, because there's a lot of games.
That's where it goes wrong.
There was a story-based game with Frodo as a voice actor.
We want dragons.
Really?
We want water. We want lava.
When Frodo was the voice actor, he was not supposed to be the voice actor.
Wood.
Elijah Wood, thank you. We just Googled it. Yeah, Elijah Wood became the voice actor. And like, he's not gonna be cheap, is he?
No.
And he was not supposed to be in it from the start. So the game creator got so much money, he just threw it all. Like, he overspent like crazy. The game, Broken Age is the game called. He got so much money that they overspent and couldn't handle their money. So it just was a mess. It's a beautiful game, but it's not what people paid for, because they wanted a 2D like retro point and click adventure with a funny story and some jokes.
And the voice of Frodo.
Not the voice of Frodo. He was not an option.
Just a good voice.
They just wanted.
It was like the developer found that a good option.
Just a new character, and they got Frodo in space.
Frodo in space, good.
With 3D graphics, that was a lot more than like they thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, hand painted and stuff, and it's just.
Oh really?
It got too much money, and they remade and scrapped everything, and everything changed.
Well, that is a sad part about it then, because I mean.
Console voice in space.
Console voice in space? What do you mean,
Neko?
What is happening? What is happening,
He's saying in chat, Hanzo voice in space.
I know.
As a response to Frodo in space.
Yosh!
No, but that's like a sad part that can happen if you do Kickstarter, because you never know exactly what they're gonna spend the money on and everything. But I just feel like it's still a very fun prospect of making a game that way, because you can actually get the money you need to make the game that you want to make, and you don't have to start compromising too much. If you get like enough money, you can just set goals like, okay, if we get this much money, we can do this. If we get this much money, we can do this. If we get this much money, we can do even more. We can do this.
If they can handle their economics correctly. Yes.
Yeah, that's also a thing. Like you need them to actually put down like how your estimates are and stuff, so you can see what they're thinking. That's usually a good thing to do in a Kickstarter, but
that is the hardest part.
Just that is the hardest part.
I have 2 games that I funded with either early access or like Kickstarter-ish.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And they both turned out to be either good or great game. One of them is Ark, the Dino game.
Oh yeah.
Which is actually pretty damn good and pretty damn fun.
Yeah.
And the other one is Planet Coaster, but that's because I'm like a Roller Coaster Tycoon fan.
Yeah,
so
I actually have that as well. I have Planet Coaster as well. I was also one of the alpha ones.
I want it.
Yes, I was like the early alpha.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I saw that game and I was like, wow, this can be amazing if they do what they want to do with this game.
Yes.
And
I saw great potential, and then I saw their first video they made. And you saw all the people had so much passion in making the game. I saw like, they're gonna make this game super great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna support this.
Exactly.
You actually saw like the emotion in the video, like, we really want to make this a great game.
Yeah. Like we wanna build a good game and not fail like all the other ones, and we wanna do what we wanted to get out of these other games, and actually make it this.
And they actually made it.
Oh my god, I feel like they have really done what they set out to do. I feel like it's a good.
It's a
really
high
good
quality roller coaster game.
That's like the rare times. It's really good. Like perfect.
Yeah, it's really worked, and I feel like they're just gonna keep working on it as well. I feel like they're not even close to done. They're gonna just keep adding stuff. So it's cool. I feel like it's a really cool game. But I haven't tried Ark. I've just looked at it and thought it looks really cool, but yeah,
it's not for me. It's not for me. But yeah, it's probably a high quality survival.
Yeah, you gotta like the game, but it's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird.
It's very weird.
Especially with the character creation.
And the poop.
You can make a dwarf with giant arms and shit like that.
I like it.
Oh, well, that's cool. I mean...
Just look
up
any video which is episode 1 and you'll see what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Because
I'm totally fine with that. I mean, I like those weird games where you do weird stuff like that. I mean, take Spore, for example. I find that game to be really fun. Yes. And you just do the derpiest freaking character you can and just see if you can get it to survive.
20-legged creature.
Oh, yeah.
40 eyes. Gotta see everywhere.
Just make like a wheel of legs or something. Yes. That's cool. Let's just do that. It will work. Don't worry about it.
Good enough.
The best. Okay, we have a question in the chat again. Did you try the new Dino game, the Isle? I don't know what game this is. Have any of you guys?
Is that the same as Ark?
Basically,
but they tried to redo it, but it's just a shitty Ark, basically.
They're not done yet. Yeah.
Is
a shitty version of Ark.
It's basically the same thing as Ark.
No. Not that one.
It's not that game. Okay, there is one game that is basically Ark, only unplayable. Like what the fuck?
That's a harsh word to use. It's unplayable. It's a game.
There's so many crashes and shit, and
let's not name drop this game.
That don't work. But
you are the Dino. Okay.
It's a different game. Okay, you are the Dino. Okay, that's pretty fun.
That sounds fun. What?
Everyone wants to be the T-Rex, of course.
No. I don't want to be the T-Rex. I want to be a Velociraptor. Okay.
I want to be the Sabertooth.
It's not a dinosaur, but...
That's not a dinosaur.
It's prehistoric.
Bro.
We didn't say prehistoric. We said dinosaur.
I want to be a woolly mammoth.
A woolly mammoth, yes.
I want to be the what is the thing in Ice Age, right? In Ice Age, I'll be that shit.
You want to be the sloth?
I'm sloth or the squirrel. I take either.
Okay.
I leave it up to fate. Jesus, take my form. You choose.
Gets to be a leech.
Well, it's like real life though. It's just like right now. Crap.
You want to hug everyone and no one wants to hug from you. Yeah.
Oof.
Just like real
life. I'm so lonely. So lonely. On my own.
Oh god. This got dark.
It's too real,
You know
man.
what? If I ever come to Sweden, I'll visit you and I'll give you a hug.
Oh, that is nice of you. That is nice of you.
And then we can hang out and drink some stuff.
Just make sure he wears my
clothing.
Kigurumi there, and you'll be happy. Don't worry about it.
Yes,
that is very true.
Everyone wants to hug someone in a Kigurumi.
And dude, everyone needs hugs, man.
Everybody needs hugs for everyone.
Everybody needs a hug. You get a hug. You get a hug.
You get a hug. And you get a hug. And you get a hug.
Ah, no, it's a paywall. It's EA. EA don't get a hug.
Oh, you gotta pay. You gotta pay for the hug.
You gotta pay for the hug.
Gotta put in a few bucks here. Some bling bling. You get the hug. You get the hug with the extras. You get one of those back rubs at the same time, like they stroke your back for half a second.
Oh.
Oof, DLC hugs. I'm down with this.
Now you got like tiers, and every tier is one extra Mississippi count.
Oh, wait.
That's how long the hug is.
Most
like,
people want the shortest one. Wait, or is it? Can you choose like if the person is attractive or not? Like how much sweat will they have? If you go for the shortest, the cheapest one, will they have a bit of a smell of sweat? And then the higher tier goes more and more away and gets replaced by perfume. And roses!
Oh god, what has this turned into now?
We're DLCing the shit out of this. Yeah.
Is this what pay to win is? I see.
Pay to hug.
Yes.
Pay for
And you can also
intimacy.
choose the furry or she's gonna wear when hugging you.
Oh god.
no.
Will it be more expensive or cheaper? It kind of depends on the demographic you're aiming for, I guess.
So this is the game
well,
you guys are making. You're making a hugging game where you get to pay more for whatever you want.
Hugging simulator. Is this taken?
Hugging
Otherwise I will
Yes,
steal
this
it.
better be it.
Apparently this is the game that's coming out now. From yeah.
I have literally seconds of experience.
They'll be doing a hugging simulator, and you'll have to pay for clothing packs and smelling packs, and yeah, okay.
Attractive packs.
Oh, okay, we're going there as well.
Male,
Apparently,
female.
yeah,
Why
sure.
not?
Mm-hmm.
Gender. Yep.
Yep. You gotta pay for everything basically.
Yes.
That is fair.
Let's see how much money you make.
Can you also choose your animal? Doesn't have to be a person. Can I hug a cat?
Does it has to be randomly simulated so no one has an advantage? Like it's random what type of creature you are?
Smell in VR.
Keep it fair.
Yeah, that's great. We'll just
Yeah, smell-o-vision. Smell-o-vision, dude. We need that.
Oh,
yeah.
just don't fart.
Oh god.
No way.
That's
God.
costs extra, dude.
It costs extra.
That
Come on, dude. Come on, dude. We can't give away value like that.
I feel like this has gotten very weird now.
I might have been reading some really fucking
And on
weird
that
Reddit
bombshell,
posts.
We end this podcast.
Please don't read weird Reddit posts while we're doing It's got weird on a whole new level.
Don't worry about it. We're going deeper in here, guys. Don't worry about it. We're going deeper.
No deeper.
How deep? How many
We have-
inches?
The inches never stop on this podcast.
Oh no. Oh my god. Guys, we've actually already exceeded 1 hour with this podcast now.
So, have you solved anything?
Have we solved anything is the question.
Can chat tell us?
Can chat, can you weigh in? Have we solved anything? I mean, yes, it has gotten really weird, but
That is a solution.
So we've solved the boring part. Yep.
Yeah,
we've solved everything
We
apparently.
solved everything. That's good.
Yeah. No?
No.
What do you mean no?
You're incorrect, sir. Do not listen to him. Ban him. Unmod him. Deport him. Get him out of here.
We don't need any explanation when you say that we've solved everything, but we do need an explanation of what we have not solved when you say that we have not solved something.
We have not solved religion.
I will not question when you say that we have done it right. I will question when you say that I have done it wrong.
We've done
That's
it
what I
right.
feel like
Okay,
right now.
good. Moving on. Jump well done.
And the numbers of viewers just dropped. No.
Like everyone's like, oh, nope.
And banned. Well.
There's still cancer out there. You haven't solved everything. Well, Hippo, we
That
did
was not the
go
goal!
into a cancer question right now. This was not the goal of this podcast.
I know EA
You
is
were fix-
hated, but calling it cancer is taking a bit too
Yeah,
far.
okay.
It's taking a bit too far, guys. Come on.
Don't.
Come on, guys. Come on.
I mean, it's EA, so
Oh.
okay, I could agree on that, but yeah, that's going a little too far.
We don't
Maybe.
need, but we need. Yes, that is.
Just a smidgen of cancer. No. It's like you have a weird little bulge on your arm. And it's not dangerous yet, but you never know.
Can we ban EA? Yeah.
Your hearts, we can all ban EA, but
Well, I mean, for your personal self, of course, you can ban EA. I am not sure if we could get EA banned everywhere.
I have already banned
might be
EA for like
might be a problem.
7 years.
if you want to sponsor us, EA, send us an email.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, if you want to sponsor EA, you gotta do it through me.
Pay
Yeah,
to get their email.
You pay us, and we will totally give the money to EA. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
I mean, don't look into it, but that's
It's not
totally
a
what will
scam,
happen.
nope.
No way.
This is not a scam.
We are
Don't worry about
investors for EA. You are welcome.
This is not a scam. This is early access.
Oh,
The Camgirl has solved everything. I mean, they usually do. Kappa.
yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, well, I mean, that is usually what happens
welcome.
with Camgirls. They solve everything,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
Yeah,
Show up on stream is
Yeah.
good.
I feel like I've solved more than zero problems.
yeah. Can we copy strike EA? Yeah, sure. Let's totally do that.
For this podcast?
No. I feel like that's gonna have to be a personal choice. But if anyone wants to do that, go ahead.
So
Go
we're gonna
with our
beep
blessing.
out every time we say EA.
Yeah,
Hell
we're gonna beep
yeah.
it out.
So
We're gonna
basically,
have
we can't say beep anymore.
Yeah, exactly. We just cannot say beep.
Oh no, put in hell yeah instead!
But
Oh!
in hell yeah,
Oh!
every time that we say
Hell yeah!
when we say, yeah, we just gotta not say. Yeah, pretty much. That's what we're doing right now.
Smooth! Smooth!
Oh.
Smooth.
We all heard that!
Smooth.
We all accept
Flawless.
another star.
Flawless. Yeah, I'm sorry you guys can't hear that, but I'm just doing it anyway.
What do you mean? We
because
heard
it's
it!
so funny.
We just said we heard it!
Yeah, of
Wow.
course. Of course.
We need the DLC for the
In
audio.
my
though.
imagination.
You need the DLC to hear the hell yeah, okay?
Yeah, we haven't
we haven't
subscribed
paid
yet.
You gotta subscribe to hear the hell yeah.
God damn.
You have to pay for the email. Yes, you have to pay for the email and
Yeah.
also put money in the email
Yes.
for us, because
Yes.
yeah.
It's a clearance tip. It makes it go faster.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry about it.
It's totally not a bribe. Nope.
Not
No,
about
it's a clearance fee. It's basically tax.
Yes.
Yeah, it's taxes on the
Giving us
on
money?
the
Question
money
mark?
that you're giving us so we can forward it to
Yeah,
well pretty much.
Question mark, yeah. Profit.
Yeah, don't worry about
Question
it.
mark, question mark,
It's
profit,
it's totally legal and
It's not
everything's
illegal.
good. Unlegal?
It's technically not illegal, yeah.
Yep.
Totally. No way! Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Thank you so much for that subscribe. Neko, you are just awesome. Thank you so much for that subscription. We were
That's definitely well spent money.
I guess we're doing this then. Oh my god.
Now you just have to send your email to Meow and it's all
Yeah,
good.
just send me an email with some money. That's cool, and then we'll
Perfect, yeah.
we'll get you started on your subscription to the new game with virtual hugs.
Yes.
I'm done with that, yeah.
And also because of your early response, you get one extra tier for free.
Oh yeah, exactly. So you get to actually pick if you want to hug a girl or a guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly. You
Or
still have to
anything in
pay.
between.
No. You still have to pay for anything in between or animals. So yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You only get girl or guy, which is kind of a slim pickings, but yeah, that's
It's
what
a
you get.
start.
It's a start. It's something. We gotta make money too. So
It's still early access.
it's
I don't
early
know
access.
exactly where the game is going.
Oh, this is much earlier than early access, dude. Like, this is... Is this access, or are we forcing ourselves onto people? I'm not quite sure yet.
Don't worry.
This is big yikes, dude. This is big yikes.
Yeah, it is a big yikes. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's a good yikes. We got this. Don't think too much into this. It's perfect. Just the way it is.
Yep. It's perfect.
Good,
And I
good.
guess it being perfect is
It's
a way
subjective.
of saying this is like the end of the stream, maybe?
Yeah, I
For
think
today?
we're gonna have to end the podcast now because we have already gone for
Yeah.
according to my stream 1 hour and 22 minutes.
Yeah, sounds good.
That was also a long intro to that one, so we're
Yes.
counting a couple of minutes
Best-
there, but at
Best
least
intro
like
ever.
yeah, at least
Hell
like an
yeah.
hour 15. Hell yeah! So
Can I get a hell yeah in chat?
can we get a hell yeah?
Oh.
That's perfect.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, let's call it.
Yeah.
We have solved everything. DLC, everything pay to win, has been upsold. Just if anyone questions
thanks for your
anything,
opinions. Yes.
give
Yes,
them the
thanks.
link to this.
Thanks for joining us in the chat, in our streams and everything. We will be uploading this podcast as well on the YouTubes.
On all the places we can find, basically.
Yeah, on every place we can find.
All the social media.
If you can share it on your grandmother's like suing Facebook group, yeah, we're down for that.
Yeah, that's cool. You can totally do that. We don't mind. make sure they come back to us with their questions as well.
Yep.
What is a furry?
We totally want to just delete them right away and not read them. But you know.
What about for this game?
What is a dragon dildo? Where do I get the dragon dildo? Oh no,
Oh,
Grandma!
Lord.
What have you read? What have you
Grandma,
seen?
no. just no.
Oh
Please.
It's such a good game. I can knit with all my friends.
Oh, that's adorable. Okay. Well,
It's a
I'm
single
gonna-
player game.
I'm gonna switch over, so the music is gonna start again for the outro, I guess.
Have you learned how to do this now?
No.
Well,
We're not gonna be unmuted yet, but I'm gonna start it anyway.
oh hell yeah! dude.
because hell yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Thanks
Thank you, boys and
for
girls.
joining us. Thanks for giving some opinions and giving us some extra content here. It's good. Do our work for us. That makes it easier.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know. I mean, hell yeah.
I mean, yeah. Community interaction.
Hell yeah.
It's good. Never mind. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so I guess we're signing
Cue
off.
the music.
Yeah, we appreciate
Cue
this.
the music.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, peoples.